Danielle Jaarveth. I hope you're all doing well. We'll get started with your reading and then I'll answer. Man, that's a bunch of bullshit. We have fun though, Jim George. We have fun. The first card out, the Three of Pentacles reversed. Not wanting to work well with others, wanting to work alone, or not wanting, like maybe we're the ones giving instruction. What is on top of that? The Two of Swords. Not being approachable. We may be meditating, spending time. Maybe we work alone. Maybe we work in solitude. What works for or against us? The Hermit reversed. Being alone, right? So I keep getting this message of whoever I'm reading for. Oh, Jesus loves you too, Clay Shaper. If you're Christian, today's Easter. Kind of a big deal in the Christian faith. Thank you for that. Okay. Lots of energy today of working alone, and that what works for or against you is being alone with the Hermit energy. Capricorn, Virgo, and Libra on the table. So let's get a little bit more. I think you're someone who doesn't get a lot of interaction with others in person. Your conscious thought is the Two of Pentacles. You are busy. You may work 3 different jobs, okay? But they may be at home on a computer. They could be something that you do in solitude. And it could be, taking the kids to events, going to university, and then working a job at home. It could be a lot of different things, but it seems like you're doing them alone. Maybe you're a single parent. I don't know. Let's get a little bit more subconscious. The Seven of Pentacles. You're doing great. You're thinking, look at what I've done. Look at what I've done. We talked about the solo, being the solo of success before. The thing about that is if you're like the only photographer or the one writing a book, or no one can really take your place. So those are some jobs that you have to do on your own. And there's some sense of accomplishment and knowing that your work is valued. And it looks like whatever you do it well. Recent past is the Queen of Wands. Not only are you doing your job well, you're owning it. This is something that it looks like you invented it or something. You do this job like nobody's business. And people recognize you for it, whatever it is. And the near future, the Emperor reversed. All right. The Emperor reversed, it's not always my favorite the way I read it. Because either we're not doing well with our finances in the future, or something goes awry, or we lose our temper. It's Aries energy, it's confidence, kind of like the Queen of Wands, but it's a masculine energy, Aries, and when it's reversed, there's something to be upset about. There's something that didn't go quite right. We all kind of fall out of grace sometimes, right? Is that the word? Is that the phrase? I'm terrible with phrases. I always say them wrong. But the Emperor reversed, where something's not right. Let's see, who are you today? How would we describe you today? The Nine of Wands, a wounded warrior. Could be a veteran. And the Emperor reversed could be our commander-in-chief. Who knows? But the wounded warrior energy, so Sagittarian energy. We're successful, we're doing well, we're busy, we're confident, we're all this, but then we're feeling, for whatever reason, Sagittarian energy, could be a Sagittarius, that the world's kind of gotten us down, Usually, this card, the white bandana is usually bandages. The person or the character is usually beat up. That could be how you're feeling. What is in your environment? The star. YouTube, you know. The star. So, you're either in a very tranquil environment, like maybe you work in, you know, I just got one of those, the nomads that they call them, that work on their computers and at some resort, um, or so it could be your environment itself, or it, you know, like a tropical or island area, or um, you yourself could be on a path of illumination, or you could have an Aquarian around you, either a child, someone that you interact with that helps you on occasion. Hope or fear, the King of Wands. We've had this in the hope or fear recently. I don't know if you're someone who's watched prior. Sagittarian Scorpio energy. It's our hope or fear. Maybe that we're taking on too much. I mean, this is someone who, maybe you're a motivational speaker. Maybe you read tarot online like I do in the morning. But that's your hope or fear. Maybe you don't want to sound like you're just out there preaching to everyone else and you don't mind your own, not that you don't mind your own business, take your own advice. The possible outcome, the High Priestess. So at the end of the day, you're very intuitive. Okay, very intuitive. So some sort of flash of insight. We'll look at this again and get some advice, and then we'll start the readings. The Sun reversed at the bottom of the deck. This is a great card for Easter. So the Sun reversed, we're having a good day still. Maybe we spilled coffee on our nice clothes that we had planned to wear today, and we have to dress in something we didn't choose to wear. Or it's still a great day. Or just something wasn't quite right. Maybe we get super frustrated, lose our temper, we're feeling defeated, but we're still having a really great day. And there's some sort of intuition, like everything's gonna play out today, such that it was perfection. You're like, even the little things that go wrong, at the end of the day, you're gonna go, I know why that happened, and if this didn't happen, this didn't happen. There's perfection, and I think you're gonna realize, and I think that's our message, that at the end of the day, everything is as it should be. There's a perfection to it, even the things that don't go our way. You take one last look. Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Definitely got Capricorn, Aries, Aquarius. We've got a bunch of players out here, almost every sign. Got the Queen and King of Wands. The Emperor reversed. Okay. Got lots of major arcana. So strong energy today. Makes sense though. Okay, let's look at the chat. I hope you guys are doing well today. Oh, nice sound. Yes, it relaxes my ears and my tension in my neck. I'm getting older and I don't always sleep right on it. Nasty tattoo on your boobs. So my brother, it's kind of funny. My brother is a tattoo artist on the side, and it kind of reminds me of the X-Men. I like it, but I'm getting older. Definitely have. I need to get it retouched or do something different. I've thought of a cover-up tattoo because as I've gotten older, it's kind of shaped funny. X marks the spot. Thank you. Happy Sunday. Happy Easter. How is Dee? A long-time crush, feeling about me and about coming toward me. Thanks. Okay, so we have a question from MSGI3HC. Happy Sunday. How is Dee, a long-time crush, feeling about me and about coming toward me? Thanks. That it would be work. Let's get a little bit more. Work for them, work for you, I don't know. Let me see. A little bit more for you, MSGI3HC. The Hanged Man reversed. After contemplation, consideration. I think you're going to hold on to what you already have if that's singletude. You may decide it's too much work to be with that person, or you may not want to put in the work. Yeah. And I think you've accomplished a lot in your life. And you probably want to hold on to that and keep your stability and security, or I don't think you're willing to risk it because it might be too much work. Cheryl Mitchell, medium Yarit, I don't know. Medium clairvoyant. Okay. MSJC, hi. It feels like that I'll have to put in the work. All right. I think I got all the questions. If there are any more, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to close the live and the chat. I do appreciate even the negative comments. It keeps me humble. Who doesn't need humility like every day of their life? Humility is a superpower. Humility is a superpower. Okay, I think that is all. I think we got everybody read, acknowledged. I definitely want to acknowledge your input, and I hope you're doing well. I'll be back here tomorrow at 7. Take care.